Good morning, man. Welcome back to another vlog, another reality transurfing episode, transforming my life in 78 days. I'm a little tired, as y'all can see. Y'all probably can't tell, but it is 5:57 right now. I'm just making me some eggs. I might have found a new meta when it comes to pre-workout. I only had 2 eggs and I had a little bit of this pre-workout. Let me show y'all a little bit of this Rise pre-workout right here. And I had one of the better chest days that I had in a long time. So I am going to retest this theory and see if the eggs is the trick to having the best workouts possible. I just got home not too long ago from taking Cole on his morning walk. I don't know if I said it in the last video, but I've been getting 10 to 15K steps in per day and just documenting that on Instagram. I'm doing that really just to speed up the process of me just trying to get rid of the last little bit of belly fat that I have on my stomach. You want to say what's up to the cam? Say what's up to the cam, buddy. You just want to mess with me? Okay. I've been hitting the Stairmaster consistently. I've been doing ab workouts consistently. Just doing whatever I can to get my abs to pop a little bit more. I don't even know how much I weigh right now. I'm in probably week 6 or week 7 of my cut, but I know it's going well. I'm pretty sure I lost weight for sure this week, so I'm excited to step on the scale tomorrow and see how we're looking. Today is all about intention. I was reading Reality Transurfing last night. Chapter was called Child of God. When it comes to God or asking him for certain things, a lot of times we ask, but it's like a hopeful thing. When God wants us to, yes, like ask him to give you strength or ask him to like guide you wherever you need to go, but also go for it yourself. Like trust that he's with you, trust that he's gonna be along that process with you, and just be intentional, man. Don't just say something and hope for it, but say something and go after it. That's with anything, with YouTube, with fitness. Hold on, help. Let me put some seasoning on my eggs. Oh, we back. But yeah, just be intentional with everything that you do, and just trust in God when you ask him that you want something and you start going for it yourself. Trust that he's already with you and trust that it's already yours and you're on the process to getting it. I think that's important because a lot of us get stuck on the hamster wheel, just living life a certain way when we don't have to. Getting stuck in certain neighborhoods, getting stuck making certain amounts of money, getting stuck being around certain people who put us down or just are operating on a low vibration. I'm gonna keep saying this, I've said it in every video, there's a whole another version of you who just has everything that you want. There's a version of you who wakes up at 5 a.m. with no problem. There's a version of you who goes to the gym with no problem. There's a version of you who makes $1 million with no problem. And it's like, what is it that we need to do to make that version come true in this reality, in this form that we're in right now? That's what I'm working on myself. I really did not want to get up this morning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I wanted to go back to sleep so bad, but I had to remember all the times I went to sleep before. How I feel when I wake up knowing I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Like, yeah, it's like it's not really the biggest deal. Like I could have just went to the gym when I woke up more, but you know, it's like when you see how other people are moving, when you see how the people who have what you want are moving, it's like you don't want to just be average. And I've realized I've just been so average, bro. I've always wanted, you know, a lot of things, but never really put in the effort to match it or the work ethic to match it. It was like I was just being delusional, just thinking, okay, I want to make X amount of money, but do it the laziest way possible, instead of just having the opposite mindset of how much work can I put in, how much energy can I exude on a day-to-day basis, you know, how can I push myself? And so that's what this whole journey is about just making that transformation. So just wanted to share that message with y'all. Whatever y'all going through, tough times, good times, just know that person that you want to be does exist. What's good, family? We made it to the gym. I am hitting shoulders today. Did a little bit of some warm-ups real quick. I am about to hit dumbbell shoulder press, and I'm supersetting that with shoulder shrugs. Dumbbell shoulder press, just like bench yesterday, I was saying I've struggled to hit 10 reps. I don't think I've ever hit 10 reps on 55s. So that's what I'm shooting for today. I'm trying to see if I could get my full 10 reps in. Feeling good. Body is a little on the tired side. I'm not sure how I'm going to react today, especially since I went pretty decent on chest yesterday. We're going to push through. We're going to see, you know, what our lift is looking like today. Let's see what we got. Let's get straight to it. 9.5. I thought I had that 10, bro. Dang, I thought I had that. So now we are going to superset with 80s. I was getting in the high 20s with these, but I feel like I was doing half shrugs, not really full. So I'm gonna try to focus on going all the way up and controlling better. So 17. I don't know what it is on shoulder press, bro. My left shoulder is just so much weaker than my right, bro. I feel like I should be getting 11 and 12 by now. We gonna get there. I remember when I was only hitting like 5s on these, so the fact that I'm even getting a 9, 10 feels pretty good. I think the gym is just such a great foundation for life because it's a slow progress, bro. Like, you don't just come in here and just make crazy gains overnight. I think going to the gym consistently has really helped me kind of understand, anything that you do in life, especially when you're starting at the bottom, it's going to take a while for you to see progress. I've been in the gym consistently, at least taking it serious, since April. I've been in the gym really since January, like this whole year, but for the first few months I didn't really know what I was doing. It wasn't until I got my mentor who actually put me on a real training plan that I actually figured out what I need to do. I've been really trying to work hard. It's been 4 months now, and my body still isn't nowhere close to where I want it to be, and it'll probably be another year or so, if I'm being honest, until I get to that point. As long as I keep showing up every single day, pushing myself, just getting 1 rep better, increasing the weight 5 pounds, 10 pounds, eventually I'm going to get to where I want to be. Where I want to be at is benching 225 pounds, squatting 225 pounds, and that's at least just the start. I know I'm going to want more as I get closer to that point, but I remember only being able to shoulder press 30 pounds or do 50 pounds on shrugs. So the fact that I've made this progression lets me know things are possible. So just because you guys might be at a job you don't like right now, or you're only making 50,000, whatever the case may be, if you put in work as far as upgrading your skills or applying to more jobs or whatever the case may be, you're going to be making a lot more money at some point. And that's why intention is so powerful, which is what I talked about a little bit earlier. Now I'm going to put my intention into trying to get 10 reps on this second set. It's time for me to hit this second set. Let's see if I can get to 10, y'all. Not quite 10, but we got 8. Progress. I'll take it. All right, y'all. So I'm about to do lat raises, super setup with some upright rows. Shooting for, I think, 15 or 16. I think that's what I got last week. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit more than that if I can. Shoulders are feeling good though. Let's get to it. I think I got 15 on the lat raises. No, 16 I think, and 15 on the upright rows. I know my form wasn't the best. I just looked back at the tape, saw could have been a little bit better. That first set took a lot out of me, I'm not gonna lie. So I do still feel like I'm working pretty good, even though, the form could be a little bit better. And I know as I get stronger, it'll be a lot easier for me to pick this stuff up and it'll be better. So we're almost done with August, but we still have September, October, November, December. That's 4 months, bro. We have 4 full months. That's like 120 days. Like, imagine where you can be at in 120 days. Like, I just look back at where I was at the past 120 days, and it's like, yeah, I made progress with some stuff, but I want to take it to another level, bro. Like, I look at these people that I see online, these people that I'm reading books about, and I'm seeing just how they really transformed, bro. And that's what all this is about, bro. It's just making that transformation happen. I remember, being skinny when I was younger, being overlooked. I remember getting laid off from jobs. I remember the breakups I went through. I remember just mentally how I felt knowing I wasn't good enough, or I didn't succeed, or I lost. And it's like, bro, I'm tired of feeling like that. Like, I want to win, bro. Like, I just want to take some dubs, for real. Like, for real. And it's like, I know I can do it. I know I can make the bread. I know I can make the physique. I know I can inspire the world. But it's about moving with intention and waking up and doing the things every single day, even when you don't feel like it. I did not feel like coming to the gym today. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but I showed up. I'm gonna make sure this video gets out today. I'm gonna make sure my shorts are good to go for this week. I'm gonna make sure I'm reading like I'm supposed to. And even doing some extra stuff, applying to more jobs, like doing other things to just, separate myself from everybody else and move with speed. Speed is another thing, bro. Like, yeah, you gotta understand that things take time, but the quicker you move, the quicker things will change. All right, y'all, this is my final set. I'm finna try to just go
as stupid as I possibly can. I'm gonna just try to fry my shoulder caps as much as possible. 21, probably more like 15, honestly, but we got some half reps in there. Dang, I probably could have got to like 25. Dang. I probably could have hit a little more, I'm not gonna lie. They feel maxed out though. Alright, y'all, we are on rear delt flies. I did my first set for 115, going up to 135. I'm gonna see if I could get 10 with good form. We working to max our rear delts. Let's see what we got. We might have to drop back down to 115. I did not like my form on that at all. Definitely felt a little heavy. Didn't feel like I could get the complete range of motion, so we're gonna go down on our next set. Actually, I just rewatched the clip. I think I am gonna stick with 135. I don't wanna go down. I wanna at least stay at 135 and see if I can work to max this out. So we're gonna stay here. It's our last shoulder exercise, and then we're gonna go straight into back. Back and shoulders, it's a long day. It'd be taking a lot out of me, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm having a good workout. Like I said, energy was a little off today, but I've been trying to challenge feeling a little bit off into the weights and pushing myself a little bit more at y'all. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see how many I can do with 135, and then I'm gonna take the 10s off and try to burn out 115 and see how that goes. And if I still feel like my delts need more work, then I might just go do some flies or something like that. So that's what I was going for. I like that. That was a solid burnout set. All right, y'all, so I ended up doing some more shoulder work after all. I just did some rear delt flies just to really feel the burn a little bit more. And when I tell y'all that was probably the best shoulder workout I had in a while, that was a really good workout. I feel like all my workouts this week have been killer, really, really good. I feel like ever since I started reading Transurfing, like just everything has gone up. I don't know how to explain it, but just the workouts have been better. Just mental mind has been better. I feel like the body is starting to progress a little bit more. The abs are starting to come in a little bit more. Everything is really coming together. Right now, it is time to start our back day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna superset pull-ups with, you can't really see it in frame right now, but pull-ups with some lat pull downs. This is a little bit lower for me than I would like, but I'm gonna try my best to use it anyways. I'm using a bigger bar. Usually I don't use this big of a bar because they don't have it at LA Fitness. But I just wanted to try it out and see if that feels a little bit better. Like if I feel it in my lats a little bit more than using the small bar. So finished up getting my pull-ups in with my pullovers. Lats are feeling it. Lats are on fire. I'm about to switch now over to some rows. One thing I wanted to talk to y'all about was when you're starting your journey, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error, bro. It's gonna be a lot of figuring out what works and what doesn't. So for all my beginners, the ones who don't really know where to start, I would start with baby steps, bro. Like start one just with tracking your meals. Maybe only go to the gym once or twice a week for the first few weeks, but make sure you're at least tracking your meals. Don't even worry about eating healthy or eating clean or how many calories you would eat. Just eat regular, like whatever you would usually eat. And once you get a hold of that and you kind of get a gauge for, okay, I see what I usually eat. If you're looking to cut down a little bit, why don't you say, okay, let me go ahead and just eat 200 calories less than I was eating before. So if you were eating 26 or 2,700 calories per day, maybe just say, okay, well, I want to make sure I don't eat any more than 2,500, and do that. And also say, okay, well, maybe I can get in 8,000 steps a day too. I'm telling you, bro, even if you just do that by itself, you're going to start to see progress, bro. Like you're going to Obviously, everybody's situation is different, but more than likely, you're going to see yourself lose at least a little bit of weight just from cutting out a couple hundred calories per day and getting in 8,000 steps at minimum. If you want to do more, great, but I tell everybody, you know, you don't have to go super intense in the beginning, bro. Just start out with baby steps, you know, even if it's for a month, 2 months, you know, just work yourself up. You've been tracking your foods for a month or two. You've been getting your steps in for a month or two. Let's go ahead and start going to the gym and just start going 3 days a week. Maybe one day you show up, you just try to do push-ups. You do 100 push-ups, just 10 sets of 10. And maybe you hop on the Stairmaster, do cardio for 10 minutes. And maybe you go home after that, but that's a better workout than you did before. Then you come back 2 days later, and maybe you say, okay, I wanna work on legs. Maybe you come in, you don't know how to do squats properly. Maybe you just do air squats, bro. Maybe you just do lunges with no weight. You just do that for 20, 30 minutes, but you still showed up. You still got a little bit better than you were last week. And what I've had to realize is that's where the growth comes in, is it's just those micro days, getting a little bit better just day by day. And now that I'm a few months in, I've learned a lot. It's like, okay, now I know what I need to be eating. I know how many steps I need to get. I know in the gym what I need to lift to progress, so on and so forth. But it takes time, and that's with me showing up every single day. Like, I don't think I've really missed a workout, and if I did miss it, I made it up the very next day. And my body was nowhere near where it's at right now, and I'm not saying that in like a braggadocious way, because I mean, I still got a long ways to go, but when I look back at how I looked just in April compared to now, when I had no idea what I was doing compared to now, or at least somewhat have an idea, it's night and day, bro. Like back then, I was eating a lot of fast food. I wasn't doing any cardio. I wasn't really lifting heavy in the gym, and I was wondering why I wasn't seeing results. I was like, man, I'm showing up to the gym, but nothing's changing. My gut is still big. My muscles haven't grown at all. And I feel like I'm just wasting my time, but sometimes you have to go through those stages where nothing is really happening before things start to change. For me, I'm applying that mindset with the gym to everything else, you know, career-wise. You know, maybe the career hasn't popped off just yet, but maybe I had to go through those learning lessons to get me to the point where the career will pop off. Same thing with the relationships. You know, maybe the previous relationships haven't worked out, but, you know, maybe that was preparing me for something better in the future where I could learn from the past mistakes that I made and apply those in the next relationship to be a better man. Same with YouTube, you know, all the breaks I've taken, all the times I've been frustrated with YouTube. Maybe that was to get me to the point where I understand, okay, YouTube is a long-term game. Subs in your channel blowing up doesn't just happen overnight, but it's on you to show up every single day. So just like I showed up every single day in the gym, I have to do the same thing with YouTube, same thing with my career, same thing with my mindset. They all kind of go together, bro. So to anybody who's just starting their journey, their transformation in whatever field, like, just know it's gonna be a process, bro. Like, I know we want it overnight. It's just not gonna come overnight, and that just is what it is, bro. This is my final set. Just gonna go to failure, just bang out as many as I can. That's a wrap, fellas. Back done, shoulders done, cardio done, abs done. Keep the momentum going, bro. I want to leave this message with y'all. Whatever y'all striving towards this week, remember to be intentional with it. Remember, you control more than you think. Don't just wish that something can happen. Go out there and make it happen, bro. We got plenty of examples of different people who made it happen, who were in the same situation as you, worse situation than you. Just take the step, bro. Create some type of plan, man. Execute. If you want to start going to the gym, like I said a little bit earlier, just take the baby step. Maybe first start just by doing cardio, bro. You want to go and start that YouTube channel, bro, just script out a video first, or just record that video. Take the baby steps, but don't give up, bro, because we all got to start somewhere. We all got to start at ground zero and work our way up. You know, it's levels to this. It's never ending levels. So while we're here on this earth, we might as well be waking up and having a purpose, working towards something, inspiring other people around the world, letting them know that they can be the man or woman that they want to be as well, man. So, you know, just
just move smart with whatever you do this week. You know, be intentional, put a lot of effort into whatever you do. And I'm gonna do the same thing, man. We all on this journey together. Day 3 of transforming our reality. That's the vid for today. Still got 75 more vids. They're not all gonna be gym vids. I just wanted to just bang out a couple of gym vlogs just because, you know, those are uncomfortable for me. So next week's vids, it might be whiteboard vids. It might be vids of me in public at the mall. It might be a talking head vid. I don't know, but we getting 1% better each day, man. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I have not been saying that in none of my videos. Follow me on IG at realalexmoore_. I'm a lot more active over there. Tap in with me. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.